Well, hello. Thanks for checking out this week's devotional. We had a great weekend with a special concert where we heard from several local artists in their songwriting and just sharing their heart in the ways God is ministering to them and in turn ministering to us and enabling us to worship Him. And so hopefully many of you got to check that out. If not, it is on our church's YouTube channel, so you can check that out. In my time with Jesus currently and recently, I've just been led to be reminded that I am loved by God and that I don't need to earn that love. I can just be loved. And one of the ways God is reminding me is through remembering Jesus' faithfulness, His sustaining presence through difficult times, His perfect timing in the way He's provided for me, answered prayers, and even how I fellowship with the body of Christ, brothers and sisters in the Lord. And all these things bring about reminders of God's faithfulness and in turn remind me that I am loved by God. As I learn to live loved by Jesus, His faithfulness then becomes my testimony, both in how I live, it affects my day-to-day living, and it affects the stories that I'm able to tell of faith and God's faithfulness to those around me. It becomes my testimony. And in this Sunday's coming passage here in Matthew, we see the way Jesus is miraculously healing others, and how that becomes the testimony of the lives that are impacted by the healing. All right, so we see first encounter is a man healed of leprosy, and his testimony is then shown by having to go to the high priest or the priests and show that he's been cleaned, and that's his testimony. A centurion's servant is healed by Jesus. But the testimony isn't from the healed servant, it is from the centurion and his faith that he placed in Jesus. And finally, Jesus continues to heal sicknesses and diseases and cast out demons to all who are brought before Him. And all those actions and activities are a testimony of God's faithfulness to fulfill prophecy spoken in Isaiah 53. He Himself took our weaknesses and carried our diseases. This Sunday, we'll also be introducing a new song entitled, I've Witnessed It, where we as a body get to declare God's faithfulness, both in remembrance and as a testimony to the lost and hurting world around us, all in praise because He is worthy. So this week, be loved by God, and let that be your testimony to the world. Have a blessed week.